we are on the 26th day of the month, meaning we are on the 26th chapter of Proverbs. Now this one, we always reference it in our household to remind each other. And many people think that these two, verse 4 and 5, contradict each other. But those people must be unfamiliar with practical wisdom, because many people don't fully understand what practical wisdom is. There's no single rule for every problem. You just have to use your best judgment to figure out how to handle a tough situation. It takes a lot of wisdom to know when to talk and when to keep your mouth shut. Jesus was great at this, though. Everything he did was perfect. When he stayed quiet, it made a strong point. And when he spoke, it left his angry critics with nothing to say. So whether he was silent or speaking, he always handled it perfectly. His silence sent a clear message, and his answers completely silenced the people arguing with him. He knew exactly how to use this proverb. One man that I enjoy listening to from time to time, he talked about what the Septuagint, how it explained it, and how we don't want to answer a fool using the fool's tactics, as in maybe insulting. They start to throw insults, and then you become like one. So how should we answer? We should answer instead as verse 5 says. We don't want to respond to a fool's foolishness with more foolishness, but instead we want to answer with wisdom in order to expose bad thinking and to reveal why the argument fails. Otherwise, the fool may appear wise in his own eyes. Now we have a minister from the 1600s named Matthew Poole, and how he said, do not answer a fool is when the fool is incapable of being corrected, or when he's a little bit drunk, or when it's not necessary, nor likely to do him any good. In Isaiah 36, we have when the king of Assyria sent the Rabshakeh to demand Jerusalem's surrender, and he had taunted the people, and he claimed God couldn't save them and Assyria would be invincible. Well, the king Hezekiah commanded that no one answer him, instead to trust in God. Stay completely silent. Don't give him a single word. And the aftermath was that Hezekiah and his officials tore their clothes in grief. And they sought God at the temple, and God defended them. And he fulfilled his promise to deliver the city. He stayed silent. That was important. In Jeremiah 28, when Hananiah, the false prophet, decided to give a false word to the people to encourage them that all would be great, Jeremiah chose to just walk away quietly, leaving it to God to respond and vindicate the true message, which Jeremiah was correct and Hananiah was not. Matthew Poole also mentions when to answer a fool. Do this only when it benefits someone, honors God, it's your duty, or it helps other people. He means that correcting a foolish person using God's wisdom is the right and helpful way to do it. By using God's truth, you point out the flaw in their wrong thinking, and this makes their messy, mixed up way of looking at life make sense again.